Circle, we talked about it, right? It's not going to go up north. There's a slim chance of that happening. It's getting towards A1 Esports and also Loop. So you can expect Power and also RRQ Athena to take a pretty big fight very soon.
And the thing with Loops, although A1 haven't taken too many fights, but Loops have taken barely any fights, so they should have a lot of utility in their back pockets.
You might want to go check out the POV of Dante Imperium as he's going to be taking a big one. Great nade onto TTOP. That's not over. No. You got a first grenade. Now you got the second. I'm finding these ones tasty. Gets it down, stops, takes a little bit of tick damage, but unfortunately no flush or extra knocks will come out from that bit of utility. Goes to the knockdown for himself, stops. Such a good position. Like, Dante's just doing so good, and he picks a 1v3. Dante representing A1 Esports in such good style in that fight.
But now they have to take the fight to RQ, rocking their way up the hill. It's a double knockdown from RQ onto Jinner and Sinister. It's going to leave them down to the ground as quickly as they were recovering from the power fight. They got taken out, and we're down to the final 3 teams.
Final 3 teams. Got Bigatron, you got Loops, you got RRQ Athena, you got every team in this one that are fighting to their best capacity. But Zuxi, he's going to go on forward. He's got that grenade and behind that little mountaintop. Might be able to get a strike. That looks like the really good grenade. Unfortunately, not going to be doing too much on the side of RRQ Athena. They will be able to just brush that one off like it was nothing. But the circle is still forcing, unfortunately, RRQ Athena up in the loving arms of Bigatron. They got to push over this mountaintop, and that's when they might get picked up by Loops.
It's not going to be easy for BTR. They have to play those movements very, very finely. Oh! Suppression coming out as Zuxi's going to get the double knockdown.
That was clean, Madu. That was awesome. They're leaving Luxy just in the shack to hold a decent position in the circle, which I find is a good idea. Micro Boy, Zuxi, both going to go down, even Ryzen on the forefront in a 1v2 versus RRQ. But D2E puts a nail in the coffin. They're almost halfway gone. As Bigatron, now it's only one player. All is going to be relying on the shoulders, the stonky shoulders of Luxy in this one. As RQ, can they go? No way they go for the res. They're going to go for double res after a double knockdown with a grenade. That is huge.
That is huge, but I like it. I think it makes sense. They are quite close to the circle. They have 35 seconds. D2E is already kind of basically on the edge. It comes down to the final 2 teams.
Final 2. Bigatron out. Seem like today is not the day we'll see a Bigatron chicken dinner, but I'm sure they have a bunch of those going into the global championships. I'm not too stressed out for them. But indeed, you said it. Loops and RQ, the 2 remaining teams, is going to be a 4v3. And the circle pretty much moving away from these teams. They're all going to go downhill in some way, shape, or form. So the redeeming factor for these teams is if you still got a lot of smokes, that might save your life. And I'm seeing a lot of smokes coming out from RQ, though. It seemed like their intention is to really just remain alive because of those smokes.
Loops have the advantage, in my opinion, across the board because they have more area to move around on, whereas RQ, the more they try, the more exposed they're going to be. So even though they have that man advantage, there's no point if you're not able to really do too much with that. However, if they can find an angle, if they can find a shot, they throw out the smokes, they're moving closer towards...
And Carrillo, like, barely, just literally barely. But RQ, they're full sending it, like, seem like the smoke play is indeed happening, as I did mention. Kavoski goes down, and now it's a 4v2. Loops, Carrillo, and Dadin. Can they make this actually work out? We'll have to see, but now RQ Athena, you've got to have D2E join up on the mix. Dadin's going to be trying to peek from up above. He's going to be taking some significant damage. He does find himself a knockdown onto D2E as he tries to rotate, engage the fight. Ernie goes down also. Is now down to a 2v1, and they find it. RRQ Athena will be your Miramar gods on game number 6 of these scrims. What a way to close it. Like, they were just so